What's going on, guys? Welcome to Quickie Wednesday. Right, so this is like a short video that I'm going to be rolling out on Wednesdays every week, okay? I usually upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, but on Wednesday, it'll be a short video where I just talk about something briefly, bang, and that's it, okay? You must have heard of, the word Uncle Tom is being thrown around time and time again. So basically what Uncle Tom represents when a black person is called Uncle Tom is you are seen as within the black community or by a fellow black person, you are seen as a sellout, really, as a sellout who basically selling out and taking sides with a white man. Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe they expect you to stand up for the right of your fellow black folks and stuff. So if they believe that, oh, you've sold out, maybe particularly because of benefits or favors and stuff like that, it's seen as a slave mentality and stuff. So they call you Uncle Tom. I grew up hearing it, oh, Uncle Tom, oh, you're an Uncle Tom, Uncle Tom. It gets thrown about a lot. But what's interesting is the narrative that's been impressed on the minds of millions of black folks about Uncle Tom, on what that name Uncle Tom stands for, basically has been very wrong. Okay, Uncle Tom, which was a fictional character, from a slave story called Uncle Tom's Cabin. I'm gonna put a link in the description. I'm gonna pin a comment. Go and buy the book, please. Part of improving ourselves is getting knowledge, the actual knowledge, not just soaking up what people pass on to us that runs across several generations and you've not double checked yourself, you've not really verified to know that, oh, this is wrong, oh, this is true, right? Uncle Tom, let me read this out very quickly. Uncle Tom was a man who refused to beat black women, okay? During the slavery times. Uncle Tom was a man who refused to tell on other slaves. Uncle Tom was a man who would put cotton in other slaves' bags at night so they don't get bitten by the slave masters in the morning if they don't have enough quantity, right? Uncle Tom was a man who helped 100 slaves get free long before the Underground Railroad. Uncle Tom was a man that once free established the first laborers' school for other fugitive slaves. It was other blacks who turned his name into a negative connotation. Why? New Age blacks of the time felt his image was too passive and not militant enough, and so they started using it in a negative way and declaring Uncle Tom is dead. At the same time, blacks were saying he wasn't militant. He wasn't. Where am I? We're saying he wasn't militant enough. Whites were in fear of him. On the flip side, right, the colonial masters they really feared this character, this man, in fear of him because his good nature stood as a mirror to their evil, demonic ways and shed light on the horrible, treatment of slaves. They started banning the plays and books about Uncle Tom's Cabin all over the South, which is South of America, because of how powerful his image was. Shame on us for destroying a just and upright man for the sake of some cause that could have been advanced without degrading this brother. Okay, so the long and short is Uncle Tom, right? Basically, because this is what I talk about the black folks, about self-sabotaging amongst ourselves. Some black folks didn't exactly, just because they had a blatant disregard for his personality, they didn't like him, right? So they basically defamed him, they sabotaged his personality, right? And then they spread the falsehood. Until date, that huge misconception about the word or the phrase Uncle Tom is basically used as a black person who is selling out. But in actual fact, the character in that book, Uncle Tom's Cabin, that one needs to look out for was Sambo, who actually sold out. But if you notice, you never hear Sambo. You never hear people say, oh, Uncle Sambo. You never hear people say Sambo. People just say Uncle Tom. It rolls off the tongue. The young, the old, people just say, oh, look at you, Uncle Tom. So anyway, that's me done. Click on the link below, get knowledge, read up on the book. It's an interesting book. I've got it in my own library as well. Okay, so don't go around brandishing a name and calling someone Uncle Tom when in fact the narrative behind that name is totally different. It's your boy Phrankleen. That's the end of Quickie Wednesday. Next time, I'll try to make sure it's between 2 and 3 minutes. But this is the first Quickie Wednesday, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's keep the conversation going on below. Check out the book on Amazon. There's a link below. Get yourself a copy, man. Let's get knowledge together. Peace and love. Bye now.